Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, my secondary channel, the number one grinder, real talk. This is yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Let me read this first. Just remember us as the righteous ones, we are still winners. That's the real, the number one grinder. Yeah. You're one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You know, before I start the hold on, family. Hold on. Let me see first. Let me see first. Let me see first. Oh, outside the space. Get this out the way. Hold on, family. I thought I took it out. Okay. Now we good. We good money. All right. Before I start, no. This when I start the intro, I do want to say something. Then after that, I'm hit the intro. Then I'm going to continue. There are quite a few people in this world that talk about God, that wants to quote scriptures and stuff. I'm not. I could pull it up and show you. No, I'm not going to do that. I just want y'all to understand this. When you wake up in the morning, you should thank God. When you provide the nourishment in you, you should go and give thanks to God. When your family is structured, talk about the man, the woman, and the children, you should thank God. And also, when you have nourishing relationships between the man and the woman, no matter if you're married or be in a relationship, or your mother, father, your cousins, you always put God first. But we find out there are people in this world that want to fight against that. See, they say, I want to follow God's ways. But you got to understand. No. There's no between or nothing when you follow God's purpose. And you understand the sins. And there are certain sins are detestable that some of us knows. But we still wants to give a pass. These are the same ones that they said they put God first. But there are some people in your midst that you know they are sick. And they deliberately throw dirt in God's eyes. But you said to yourself, I'm not a judge. It's all up to God. You got to understand. No, there's no understanding that. Are we going to follow God's word, God's righteous ways, or not? Just like it says, we have to follow what God says. No excuses, no excuses, no excuses. Hit you with the intro. Be back. Salute to everybody. Welcome to my secondary channel. The number one grinder, real talk. That's my secondary channel. Welcome. Um, yeah. Sandra, thank you. Thanks for showing up. Thank you. Appreciate you showing up. I was gonna wait for another 3 minutes, but they just gotta catch you on the rewind. But welcome, Brother Polo and Sister Sandra Brown. You see the title. We have to follow what God says, no excuse. I'm going to rub a little feathers today. But I hope, and everything what I'm saying, it goes for me too. Goes for me too. But it has to be said. Let me say this. Shout out to Brother Polo. I don't celebrate birthdays. I don't do that, but glad that you're here. Sandra Brown, glad that you're here too. We're in this world of evil and foolishness. They don't want to be. They told me you shouldn't get married. You shouldn't be happy with the man and women. The symbolic of God's family, the man and women and child. That there's some that women cannot have no kids. So you be the man and even the man, you be with the man and women. But they want to bring it like, oh, it's all about the state and the political and stuff like that. Oh, 2 men and 2 women get married. Oh, you're supposed to say nothing about that. Oh, but these are the same ones that say they put God first. No, you're not. Stop it. It seems that. No, I ain't gonna say. Rewind. Grind up, my fault. Shouldn't say that. Hold on for 1 second, please. Ooh, thank you. Wanda. Now, that's wrong. No, there should be no 2 men be together, living together unnaturally, or 2 women living together that it says natural. No, it's not. But see, if we say things, when we say things that way, oh, you taking my rights away from me. I'm trapped and stuff like that. But you want to pray to God to be in unnatural ways. Unhealthy relationships. That means unhealthy relationships, unhealthy families, right? So in our family, the people say, but they constructed in God's way. Sometimes our family members, so we're supposed to follow that, right? That the evil lawlessness of this world supposed to be the standard, right? Of God's divine purpose, right? That is no. Now there are some sins that happen that we do that needs to be corrected. No, yes, well, I'm not. Well, and I know they want to talk about. No, we ain't gonna talk about that because we know what it is. I am not going to be around people that do detestable things in God's eyes and don't work on it. And you have the right to have a platform for it. And you think there's an excuse for it. And the ones like me and Sandra and Polo, there are a few other ones that are willing to practice righteous despite of our imperfections that makes us wrong. No. It has to be a standard of righteousness. Standards of righteousness, that means standards of God. First. And everything, when I know people, but Grinda, I'm talking about me too. I am sick and tired that people in this world that you want to bring harm to other people, that you know that is wrong, but you want to ask for fake forgiveness. So that means you praying to the wrong ones, the wrong one. Instead of understand, they are a process of repent. Thank you, Mad Chad Sports. And along me in my life, almost being 56 years, I made mistakes. Boy, I made a lot of mistakes in my lifetime. Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. And also, I had to make decisions that I know in the long run that I can still hear talk to right now that I'm talking right now. And all through along the way, I put God first. And those are hard decisions I had to make. Some that had to planned out. There are some that happen, boop, boop. I had to make it right then and there. And leave it in God's hands and work in harmony with it, right? Just like the Bible told me no smoking. There's people smokes. Okay, no problem. But understand the repercussions of it, right? There are people say, oh, but you drink such and such, but it's all in moderation, right? Oh, you shouldn't have sex, but it's all in moderation, right? But technically, you're supposed to have sex, you know, when you get married and stuff, right? Oh, cool, yeah, that's well good, yeah. But there are people have sex, out of marriage, you know what I'm saying? But when you have sex out of your marriage, stuff like that, that is wrong. That is detestable in God's eyes now. Men and women now. No. But there are some things that they happen to happen, right? But you show repentance of God and you work in harmony and better yourself, it get better, right? But we say, see what I just said. Yeah, it sounds good to karaoke and stuff, but people don't want to hear that. No. Just like men have his place and women has his place, right? There are men that wants to be women, and there's women wants to be men, right? But people want to accept that. Oh, you got to accept what it is because that's what it is. What it is. Oh, that's what. See, that is in human eyes. That's in man's eyes and women's eyes. But what about God's eyes? You think about it, man. There's repercussions and everything. Okay. My late parents used to tell me this. You don't put things, you don't do things God's way. One way or the other. It's going to show up in your life. Are you willing to change that? Or it's going to change for you? Yeah. Now, there's people say you should read the Bible. Hey, you read the Bible. There's nothing wrong with that. But just understand that You have imperfect men and imperfect women. If they're not willing to put God first, you have to have a relationship with God, not them. So we have to understand there are men and women that want to preach about God's word, but they do a contrary for it. That means they never had God meditate from their mind into their heart. But they want to preach the congregation, oh yeah, you need to do this and that, but you are doing ungodly things. You are doing unnatural things. But they want us to follow them. No, you're not. I'm not following anybody that's going contrary what God said. And then you use money, you use God's name to make money for your unnatural ways and your unnatural ways and your actions. And the congregation ain't getting nothing from it. And I'm talking about men and women, not just men. We got to put women into this too. So what are we doing? I want to know, what are we doing? Right? Bearing false witness. That I did a live about shadow banding, bearing false witness. That's a sin. That's slander. That's a sin. That's a detestable sin. Sin is sin. Some detestable, some is hate, but sin is a sin. As we see a lot in this space, right? Right? Do we? Do we? And again, everything I'm saying goes for no one Grinda too, goes for me too. But at least I'm making an effort. There are people in the media right now that being a homosexual is something wrong with it. Now, people outside of space and people inside of space, they say it's okay how society to talk about it, talk to us like that. No. Through God, I come through my late parents. I'm a man. I was a little boy, cute little baby boy. Then I became a little boy. Then I became a young man and I become a man. That's God works through my late parents. And I thank God every day he makes me the way I am. Now you got people say, oh, something happened to me and I'm going to change myself into something dramatic. Okay, you went through something dramatic. I understand that, but at the same time, when you start intervening God's creation, that's the problem. And you got people that tell you to do things, they not working God's divine purpose. Like Paulo, my brother Paulo, he's married with I think 2 or 3 kids. We should salute that. Keep the family together. Sandra Brown comes from a family. She got 2 kids. Keep the kids, they grown, but she do whatever she can as a grandma. Keep the family together as a mother. Mad Chat Sports, he got the family. Do whatever you can. Keep the family together. Like I said, the women have its place and the men has its place. But see, there are some right now in this space, outside of space, and even inside the space right now. Okay, thank you. And I thank you for Information Man. Information Man is a single father. Nobody don't like to talk about single fathers, but he take care of his daughter, right? Despite all the obstacles, right? Because he working God's divine purpose. He giving her structure, right? No, we ain't gonna talk about Information Man because you know why not? He comes from God. He comes from God's family, right? Right? Is he come from God's family, right? Because he knows the state of the family. He works with the he works in the prison system to help men. What's wrong with that, right? I know probably he got to come home and he probably in tears like because he knows that we still being disfranchised even right now. He doing God's work. Oh no. We ain't gonna talk about no. He's not. He gets that. I don't see nothing wrong with a black man and a man that they willing to put his life on the line to help brothers like because you know, hey, there's a lot of men in the system. We gotta understand that we don't get the help that we should. We just don't. So I gotta get a roses to brother Information Man and other men and even women that willing to put God first in their life. Nah, we don't want to deal with them. We like to deal, we like to talk, we like to be around sweet boys. We like to be around women, like to hit men and everything. Want to be around men. We want to be around women that want to have the man stuff and want to be around men. We want to be around men, want to have women stuff. Well, I'll shout out to you, brother Tom Malone. We want to be around people this way. We want to be around people like around there, right? But when we say that the ones I just talked about, that they're doing things in God's eyes that is dirty, that is unhealthy, is unnatural, something wrong with us. I ain't been around with no family member that is blood that doing contrary things in God's eyes. No, I'm not. Never then, never now. That's how it is. How can I look at another man that wants to be a woman go tell me how to live my life as a man? Y'all, you crazy. And just as a woman try to tell another woman how to live her life, but she wants to say, no, I'm not. The bigger, harder for I'm not playing with you today. I think I'm playing with you. No, not playing with you today, bigger. I'm not playing with you. Not playing with you. Hey, anything that go down, the ones that are mods, get them out. Get them out. No, we're not playing these games today. What's up, brother? We're not playing these games. Mods, y'all gotta work. You gotta work. Anything that's going contrary what I say, get them out. You know how we do, Tom Malone. You know how we do, Tom Malone. Brother She too. Nah, get them out. Get them out. Thank you. Thank you, Tom Malone. Thank you. Now, No. But see, you got these people in this space, got the nerve that we need to support these people. We need to support them, but they are not willing to be in alignment of the God's family. But they want to be, they want to be at the table that us as heterosexuals to better them, to better ourselves. Are you crazy? No. I will not partake of any table that deals contrary what God had laid first. I know for a fact that God attended. A man and women live together, have boys or girls or whatever it is, the nucleus of the family. But there are some in this world. Sad thing about it in this space, we supposed to get along. No, I'm not getting along with you. No, I'm not. I'm not getting along with you. No, I'm not. If you go against the family, no, I'm not. No. There's no, to me, there's no negotiation that anybody that get between the man and the women in the relationship. No. No. And there's going to be some that don't want to roll with me no more. I don't care. Shoot. Y'all want anyway, your fake ones anyway who roll with me anyway in this space. I could deal with outside of space. I don't care about outside of space. And I really don't care. I don't care if people inside of space either. Y'all wasn't roll with me anyway. Y'all wasn't roll with the underrated one anyway. So who cares? But I know that as long as I do things God's way first, long as I do whatever I can to help and put God first, that's all that counts. Why I'm going to deal with a woman that she have friends that wants to be around women all the time that don't respect the family. Same thing as men. Same thing as women. Why the woman going to be around men that want to be around men all the time, that's fruity, that don't respect the family? No? No. There's no workable here in me. No. And I know that some of them going to say, oh, you think you better than me. You think, okay, yes, I am better than you because I want to put God first. Yes, in my imperfect way, yeah, I am better than you because I want to do things God's way. Okay. I want to be safe. Okay. I mean, not just that's the one want to say safe, but I want to know that I'm helping people. I want to know I still want to do God's service. There you go. That's what I want to say. Thank you. And that's why the purpose, us as men that are heterosexual, we got to hold each other accountable. Do things together as men. Men did whatever toxic relations that we was in to better ourselves. So when that right woman comes by, we can get to her. The right woman, not the toxic women, not the ones not willing to follow God's divine purpose. The right one. And we have to understand that when we go for women too, when we make our pick, we got to make sure their friends are straight. We got to make sure the family's straight and everything because we do not want nothing to get between. Not just no one grinder says, that's what God says. Not trying to be, oh, you trying to be a politician, or you trying to be a pastor. Nah, I'm a messenger from God. That's all I am. I ain't no different from y'all. No, I'm not. I ain't no different. No. Same thing. But I'm willing to put in the work. There is the difference. And there are some that's going to see you as a square. There are some going to see you that you don't know what you're talking about. There are some that don't want to be around you. So they want to bear false witness, as I said before. They want to do that because you stand up for yourself. When you stand up for God, that means you stand up for yourself. And I ain't no punk. Because when you do what's right, that's the hardest thing to do, right? Because you got to do all you can of your imperfection to do what's right. It's hard. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Press one, you know what I'm talking about. Press one right now, you know what I'm talking about. And thank you for the Cash App, Sister Sandra Brown. Thanks for the Cash App. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hit the like button, y'all. Share this out. Thank you, Brother Chad Sports, for being there yesterday. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I want to see more ones. Thank you, Tom Malone, Information One. I want to see more ones. Thank you for paying attention. See, we have to understand that we are the few that willing to practice righteousness. We the one willing to put have righteousness, let it manifest in our life. We willing to do that. How many people in this world willing to do that? Do we fall short? Yes, I fall short. But pick yourself up to stay the course. That's the hard part, right? But we doing it, right? See, the ones that we talk about, they don't want to do that. They still want to hurt. Even there are some that are heterosexual, they still want to hurt. They want to hurt. They still want to keep this gender war going, both sides. Some young, some in men, information ones, age group. Some of them are married, some of them ain't. But they want to continue the pain. They want to continue the drama. They want to keep on pressing that consistent trauma in their life. And they want to inflict on us to try to make it seem that we don't know what we talk about. We know what we talk about. And when you see them run, man or woman run, there are some in God's house. They say it's okay married to a man and marry a woman. And they want to quote the scriptures that's in them, and they know deep down inside that's not God's intent. They even some that have money just for them instead of cut up the loaf of wealth to the masses. It's not just the number one grinder speak. It's what happens right now. And there's some that look like us. And they figure that their sexuality is their God. And it's unhealthy. And also they use it, our culture, to dirty it up. These people not good, y'all. They're not good for us. They not good for us, y'all. They not. These are the same ones that buy houses. Oh, the pain, the death of ones has suffered. And there's men and women are part of this devil environment. And they keep on pushing it. You see, in the Democratic Party, 2020, right? Even if you see the Republican, right? And to me, either of them, you know, they ain't doing anything for really for us as a people anyway. But that's another discussion because I don't even want to talk about those two nasty, doesn't make a difference. But to have sexual family is under attack. And there are some in this space is letting it happen. There are still have family members and they miss. They still feel that they should have a saying about our family, of our pain and our structure. Peace to you, brother. Thanks for coming. Nah, they cannot be at this table. Because this table is about the man and the women and the child and the camaraderie of the man and women relationship. That's what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to help our kids to be fruitful as become a man and becoming a woman. Now, if you cannot partake in that, there's nothing you can say to me. But these are the same ones that they say they follow what God says. You shouldn't judge. It's not judging. I quote what God says. If you're not willing to be in godly ways, can't be around me. Can't be around me. And again, everything I'm saying goes to me too. Goes to me too. In case that some of y'all want to say something. I already said that. So in this world and within the society is getting worse and worse and worse. Our morality is getting worse and worse and worse. Our standard is getting worse and worse and worse. Our existence among each other is getting worse, worse, and worse. And the ones that I talked about just now, they don't want to get better. They don't want to pray. They want to hurt, hurt good people. And it has to be a time that we have to stand up. Us as heterosexual. We have to make decisions within our family that is willing not follow God's words, God's ways. We cannot partake in them. I know it's hard to hear it. We have to. Because these are, if we don't, these is going to cause, they're going to cause conflicted, deliberate actions of the nucleus family. The man, the women, the child. If you get married or you're in a relationship. We have to understand that. And then the ones that is not willing to understand, gotta let them go. And I'm dead serious. Because if not, we're going to go in the downward spiral. And you know who's going to be the fall of it? It's ourselves. Because you know why? It happened to me, but I got to make changes. And we got to make consistent changes too throughout our lives, right? And there's going to be some that's going to try to test. Oh, you a sucker. Or you this and that. No, I ain't no sucker, nothing. I could bring I got another side of me that I let people know you don't want that side. But at the same time, I gotta understand. I gotta do things God's way. And I have to understand that the devil is always on the loose. It's gonna test you. But at the same time, gotta make a stand. Gotta make a stand. Because if you're not, you're just being punked from the devil. Believe that. You're just gonna be nothing but a punk for the devil. Oh wow, I forgot to turn on some music. I gotta hear some music, y'all. Excuse my manners and stuff. You're gonna put on something nice. Oh, I think it's a little too loud. See. Yeah, I gotta hear a little music, man. I gotta hear a little music before I finish up. Yo, man, I thought I put it on. I was like, oh, I didn't put the music. That's my fault, Joe. But I gotta hear some music. But I'm saying, that there has to be a standard for God. When you have a standard for God, it means you have a standard for yourself. That quite a few men and women on this earth is not having that. They not. Women, there's nothing wrong to pursue a man to make you happy. There's nothing wrong with that. Take the necessary steps. Men, there's nothing wrong to pursue a woman that wants to be happy. Take the necessary steps. That's it. Put God first. That's it. Stop listening to these people. Shout out to Charles Rowe. I was on his panel, his channel, a little over an hour ago. His channel is Hard Talk Radio. Yeah, Hard Talk Radio. He's on Facebook too, so I want to go check it out. Charles Rowe, number 3. I was on him. Outstanding. On. We talk about a lot of things. I want you to go check it out. And so when we take the necessary steps, family, it's hard. I know it's hard in this world. I know it's not easy. But you're still here fighting, right? Because quite a few of us that want to practice righteousness, they get taken out. It's truth. No? And also we have to understand too that God had provided a person in your life for a purpose. And when we have these evil intent, it's not gonna come through. You know? We have to understand that. I'm not gonna be here that long, but I just want to say though, you just gotta do better, y'all. You gotta do better, man. Because if not, we'll be up to no good. We are. Be happy. If you're happy among yourself, happy with yourself, you're happy with yourself. But believe, put God first. Just put God first in your life. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong to be in God's favor. Nothing wrong with it. People want to self-destruct and also destruct, have destruction of others. Stay away from it. But it doesn't mean like if you take up for yourself, you have a right to defend yourself. Yeah, you got to defend yourself. Yes. There are some people you gotta tell them where it's at. No, leave me alone. Such. Yeah, you gotta do that. But there are some you can just look at them like, leave you alone. You gotta do that. That means you ain't gonna be around me. If I be around with a lot of men all the time, you ain't gonna be around me a lot of all the time. Nah, I'm gonna tell you, I can't be around a lot of women. I can't be around a lot of men. No, can't do it. No. I'm saying like, no. Because also you gotta understand, you be around a lot of men, they got these feminist qualities too, and also you got quite a few women. They have other women. They have these manly qualities too. They have these masculine qualities too. So gotta be careful. Nah, I don't want to be around none of that. I don't. Nah. Nah, I don't want to be around that. No. Nope. No. Nope. I don't want to be around it. No. Because it's going to stop what I'm striving for. It's right in God's eye. As people talking about lust. Oh, you lust over a person. Yeah, you lust over a person. That's yeah, that is a sin. But that could be changed, right? You know, like I was saying like a little over 50 minutes ago. Oh, you drink too much. Yeah, you know, because you abuse. See, you can drink in moderation. You know what I'm saying? People, oh yeah, but I smoke. Yeah, but smoke. You don't want to smoke. You know that. Come on. Even people that eat food, they abuse their food. You're supposed to eat food in moderation, right? But we can't tell people that. So you know, hey, you got a fat hog, and the man or the woman. Oh, you know like that. Like I was on the brother show. I was telling you about. You know, oh yeah, they say 50 Cent. Oh, 50 Cent fat. But you got that fat. What's her name? What's it called? Manga, whatever her name is. Oh, she's fat. Got rolls. She's empowering. Where did this world come to? I mean, you obesity. You obesity. Now I'm talking to women now. You in obesity. You are cutting your years short. Okay. You are not working according to what God says. You're not. Get yourself together. Enjoy life. And when you enjoy life, you put God first. When you enjoy life, that man will come in. But you have to understand, you have to take the necessary steps. Men, if a woman hurt you or whatever, don't hold that bitterness in, brothers. Let it go. Be better for yourself. And also, and you know what? That good woman will come. That good woman will come. Yes, she will. Guess what? Because there are some good women, and also there are some good men in this world. But we have to understand, we have to branch out. We have to be very selective. And to us, That's very important, y'all. But I think that's it for me. Again, thank you, Sandra Brown, for the Cash App. Oh, thank you so much. Anybody that else want to go on Cash App me? It's Cash App. Is $ capital JT 53000. Thanks for Polo Sports. Again, thank you, Sandra Brown. Again, I said Polo Brown. Mad Chat Sports, thank you for the great show yesterday. Thank you so much. And thanks for showing up too. Mad Chat Sports, I got to get you on because I do boxing too. I'm going to get you on here too. Talk about boxing. All right. So watch out for the link. That's right. I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to MMA. Yeah, I got to do MMA. So y'all might see me again like 7:05 with two brothers. Y'all might see that. I got to get off here quick as I can. Information man, thanks for coming. Tom Malone, as always, thank you so much. We here, thank you so much. Bigger, you was acting up, so you gotta do that. Thank you, brother Uncut. Thank you so much. So thank you. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, so hold on, family. So, but let's keep on working in God's divine purpose. Provide ourselves. Make sure we are messengers for God. When we are messengers from God, that means we message for ourselves to be a better us, be better yourself. A reflection. And when we have that better reflection, that means we better reflections. Yeah, get the likes up, y'all. Thank you, 12 Vows. Thank you, 12 Vows. Get the lights up. And let me say this: everything that I say, it goes for me too. We have to understand that we got to fight for righteousness. That means we got to fight for our families. We got to fight for the rights of the man. We got to fight for the rights of the woman. We got to fight for the rights of the child. And the children has to understand, if you're under a parent leadership that comes from God. So whatever they say, they tell you to do it, is from God. But God provides the family through the parents. It could be mother, father, it could be aunt, uncle, and uncle, So the kids have to understand it has to be a standard of righteousness too. And then when you don't follow that, there are repercussions for it. As we see in this world, there are children. They tell the parents what to do. So the child becomes the parent, and the child the child becomes the parent, and the parent becomes the child. Isn't that something? Because society says, oh, you gotta take the necessary steps. They the ones, you gotta understand and feel. No. When it comes to right or wrong, then no. Because they do not have the capability yet to define what's right or wrong. And that's why there are a lot of problems up today. You go to certain supermarkets, you go to certain companies, you got a person like in my age group that put in the time and do things the right way. Fourth quarter talk. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you, bro. But you're gonna look to a wibble snapper that's 16 and 17 tell you what to do and ain't living life yet. And we wonder, well, why this world is what it is today. Because we don't respect experience. Because see, when you have experience, that means you put God first in your life. And there are some young ones look down on it. I ain't look down on it. But look at the old ones. They make mistakes too. Yeah, of course they make mistakes. And the ones people constantly make mistakes, you don't pay attention to them. But they are people too. But what about you? Because the young people, y'all got to understand too. You got to have a certain standard in God's eyes too to do what's right. That sad thing about it, outside the space and inside, definitely inside space, fail to understand that. Because in my life, I had to come within the understanding of that. So I'm telling you from experience. Because quite a few of you young ones in this space and everything, especially these men got the nerve to talk. These men, they got all men. Y'all got a lot of feminist qualities. And your women too. Some of young women too. Y'all got a lot of these masculine qualities too. And you wonder why things is not in the set of righteousness, not in the set to get good things. Because you're not following God's plan. You don't want to put in the work to be better. You're not willing to walk in the tunnels of trials and tribulations, just as your parents had done. So you want your parents to hold your hand. You want the OGs and the OGS. Now I call it the OGS. I made it up. That's for the women. Y'all like that? The OGSs. Y'all like that, right? So somebody say that, you got it from the number one Grinda. The OGSs. I'm in trouble. Could you help me? No, you didn't want to listen to the OGs and the OGSs. And again, the OGS is the older women. Because my experience and my time is not worthy of you, right? To listen, right? So I should listen to your devil dirty behind. Why I should stick my neck off, stick my neck for you. Oh, you think you're better? I don't think I'm better than you. No, I want you to be on God's side like I am. But you gotta understand, you gotta walk that path yourself. You have to. Because some older ones that is willing to do it, we doing it. We doing it then and we doing it now. The OGs and the OGSs. So the older women, the OGSs, you cannot say all these young women. They cannot be saved. The OGs in this piece. Some of these young men, they cannot be saved. But you could pray for them for the distance. You can do that. and the old and the OGS is the young women. You could pray them. You could pray. You could pray for them from a distance. You can't do that. You could do that, and you should. And then if they're not willing to listen, fine. Even people in my age group and even little older, if they're not willing to listen to the righteous counsel come from God and your experience, etc., they got to deal with it too. They got to deal with it too. Because there's a lot of them have been misleading people too. In my age group too. They not exempt. They're not out of this. It just has some young ones not out of it either. So when we have young men and young women that are willing to walk, but they still need some guidance, we gotta help them out. But they have to understand you gotta walk that path for yourself. But we gotta aid them. We gotta have to give them the understanding. Some of them we gotta be a little patient if they willing to walk in God's ways. Now there are some not willing to do that. No problemo in my book. Because you know why? I have to do it. And look at me now. Because I'm willing to walk in accordance of God's ways. I'm still willing to go through the trials and tribulations. Because, see, the way how this world is and this system things, we still got to go through trials and tribulations to be in righteousness. I want you to understand that no matter if you're young, no matter if you're old, you still got to go through trials and tribulations. And every trial and tribulation is different from others. But understand, there is a bright light coming. We have to understand that. And when we receive that light, when we see that bright light, that we strive in, we get, God give it what you want, not what you need. And it always comes right on time, right? We have to understand that. That's the way it is. That's how life is, y'all. That's how life is. People always say, you know how the old people say, it's life says, they say you got to make the best out of it, right? Wherever it is, right? They say you got to make the lemons out of lemonade. You got to make the orange out of orange juice. And that's what God wants us to do. So God knows this is, what we have to deal with on this earth. God knows. And soon He's gonna cleanse this earth. That's why we gotta be in God's hand. We gotta be in God's ways right now. That means we always gotta do where we can to be in the favor. Despite we imperfect. And we're gonna make mistakes along the way. Yes, we are. I mean, can I say, oh, I ain't gonna make no mistake? No, 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 no. Don't think that, because that means you're perfect. No, 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 no. But when you make a mistake, correct it, or you have to repent, repent. God see that. And you're gonna see things open up. Wow. God knows your pain. God knows your trauma. Pray, but work in harmony with it. And surrounded by people that have the same mindset you do and the same ways you do. That work within righteousness. That live to try to live their life within righteousness. And to understand the imperfections that comes with it too. You're not going to get it right. Right. But if we try, it's going to work out. Don't be like the ones that I talked about over an hour ago. Don't be like the ones that want to do contrary in God's eyes, want to live a lifestyle to corrupt the human family. That's the way it's supposed to be. To destroy the human family that was supposed to be. You can't be around people that way. Outside the space and inside the space. It's up to us. Make it happen. It's up to us. That's all I can say, y'all. Goes to the number one grinder too. Up to me too. I want to thank y'all so much. And we have to follow what God says. No excuses. No excuses, y'all. It's hard. I know it's hard. You're trying to do the right thing, but God knows what you're doing right. And trust and believe. You're gonna receive blessings over that. And when you least know about it, I'm telling you, I know I will see a blessing. This last December, I knows what I'm talking about. Because I'm keeping willing to put God first. I had to overcome 3 deaths of the family of 2019. My late mother, August 28th, December 4th. No, December 8th. I believe December 8th. My younger brother passed. Then the following week later, my cousin-in-law, his father passed. And along the way, I lost Muhammad's the one. You see him on the Underrated Darkness channel. I lost my friend. That was my brother. April 22nd, 2020. Lost the ex. May 4th of 2020. Why? How I always want to remember May 4th? Because my birthday is June 4th. So I can never forget about that. That's the one that had that carried my son for 4.5 months. She lost her life. And I told him I had to deal with it myself. And then 2021, I lost my half sister Rose back in March. Was it last year? It was last year, matter of fact. It was last year. Then a few months later, I lost the advocate, my late second oldest brother, named Paul. Now, all the losses could have made me bitter. but I'm still here. Out of everything, because I want to put God first. And even I suffered loss even way back then. But I'm still here. Out of all of that, that's why I'm glad that my late parents that laid the foundation, let me know to put God first in your life. Work through it. Even when we're not around. Okay, I got you, Bonnie Rose. You gotta go through it. The trials, tribulations. Even now I was living with the parents. You know, my late parents still got to go through my own trial tribulations, y'all. Even y'all too. And a lot of them, oh, I got it all and everything. It's bad. There are some have repented and cleaned themselves up, yes. And they need to be committed for that. But a lot of them, this was my mother, when she was still in the hospital, why do we disrespect me? Mom, they say things about me. I'm like, they look at me, oh, how you doing? I'm fine. Now I could throw it in their face. Look at me now. Nah. Because I want to walk in God's ways. And they still don't want to do it. But it doesn't mean I'm going to throw them away. Nah. I'm just stating facts here. Because they fail to understand, work through trials and tribulations. They fail to understand that they want you to take the short end of the stick, short end of it. That means you be in the devil's side. Nah. Like I said, I made mistakes. Trust me, I made mistakes. But I had to get myself together. God's help. OG Sonny Blocko, what's good? Thanks for coming. I ain't no different than nobody else. But I have an obligation to be there to help and assist. And they be in righteousness. And it means my life. It means my life. To aid, to help, to assist. You don't have to have a lot of money doing that. You don't have to be in a corporation doing that. Not everybody have the money to kick out and everything, but be in the streets and be with the people, talk to the people, do whatever it takes to save them. Do whatever it takes to let them know that you care. Put your humanitarian to the limit. And that's how I always live my life. Sometimes I got screwed. Yeah, I got screwed. Yeah. People, I got to take advantage. Yeah, I got to take advantage. Yeah. But out of those mistakes, it makes me a stronger person. Not people is going to hear what you want to say. Not many people. I remember. I'm glad that you hear. Sonny Blocko was. I want you to go. He was talking about the OGs and the young ones and stuff. I want you to check that. I want you to go to this channel. I want you to listen to it because it is all about those connections I'm talking about. See, God had made people to reach out to someone so they can get the message to provide service to the next person. You got it, bro. You got it. BK all day. And some people said, man, I don't like to hear nothing about the streets. I don't want to hear that. This facts is facts. You know what I'm saying? Listen, for me, born and raised in BK, New York, being down here almost 10 years, nobody cannot tell me that God had his hand. Now, let me tell you a story that I know that some heard in this chat and some didn't. I'm gonna say it last. I'm gonna say this last because I suppose I'm thinking about. I got to get together, see what I'm gonna do the MMA tonight. Give some to brothers. So I got to. I got to speed this up a little bit. Anyway, 7:05. If I'm doing it, so watch out for the 7:05 on this channel, the underrated MMA talk. So just watch out for. But me and the ex didn't work out. 2012. I was with her after I got married. After the marriage was over. I was with this young lady like about a year and a half later, and I was with her almost 7 years, almost 8. That's 8 years, right? And word, yeah, I'm in VA, OG. I'm in VA, and she kicked me out. I made a stand. Came in here with 2 plastic bags of clothes and a knapsack. That's all I came down here for. Older brother, he took me in. No doubt. I thank him every day. He always said, no, you have to thank me. I'm supposed to do that. But I thank him for that. I didn't know what God had in store for me, but I made a stand. I made a stand. And I kept on going. And I got on the bus. And he picked me up. And that was June 1st. June 1st, 2012, 3 days before my birthday. And then when I got off, I got off from, I believe, the Newport News at the time. That's where I'm at right now. Because my brother was living in Hampton, Virginia. And I'll never forget, he said, everything gonna be all right, bro. And I'll never forget, it was raining outside. He said, beep, beep, beep. And that's when, like, it was a big storm. Trees were flowing and stuff like that, and coming out and everything, and I was wet. I was drenched. Everything at the time he was married, but he got remarried, happily remarried. I mean, he remarried now, but so you gonna get some McDonald's? I got me some McDonald's. And I was in the room, hurt. He said, everything gonna be all right. I said, all right. He said, I'm proud of you. Now, I did not know what God got in store for me, but I got to put God first. Let me tell you what happened, though. At the time, I was doing security. So, my brother, he working security. He don't do no security, but got the stuff going, got things rolling and stuff. He said, hey, look, man, and you want you rest out for the rest of the month to start July? Nah, man, I need to get it going, man. You know what I mean? I need to get this paper, bro. He said, nah, you already gave me, rest of the month, want you relax and everything. Get this least. I get used to them, but I need to work. So he got me going, and all of a sudden, my brother was my head supervisor. Brother, make sure I need some hours, get this paper. Got this paper. I was working, constantly working. Get the X out the system. And after that, I was dealing with this young lady, while I was living with my brother. Trying to find out she was whacked. Got to overcome that. But anyway, that was my mistake. I should have never got involved because when I told him I ain't give. But anyway, God got me out of that. And along the way, September 3rd, I got my own place in Newport News, Virginia. Now, Newport News, Virginia, and Hampton, it's like Brooklyn and Queens. God had blessed me This apartment. July, August, September, 3 months. I bet him up. Technically, but I said, "What you stay 6 months, get yourself together?" Nah, it was certain things was happening within the household, so God had blessed me to get out of there even before it started. So my life been involved in, and then I was still hurt over the ex and everything. Then my mom's came into the picture, my late mother, and she talked to me and give me that spiritual that spirit, that motherly and also spiritually connection, you know, that I needed it. So along the way, I got involved with another lady and wait, made a mistake. So then another blessing happened. 9 years later, God had blessed me in my apartment that I'm in right now. That I've been in ever since the first week of Christmas. Because I'm willing to walk in God's ways, even though at times I'm slipping. Now, why do you think I call myself the well-rounded warrior? Because I know I am. Because all through my life, I had to grind. Grind is God's favor. And I had to understand that people in the streets, that part of God's creation. I had to grind for them. Because society has thrown them away. You can't help all of them. Yeah, you're right. I can't help all of them. But I got to be out there. I got to help them. Because along the way, right, in New York, and even in Virginia, Jose Rodriguez, my brother Jose, what's up? How you feel? That's always thanks for coming. But see, along the way, God had people that they threw away in the streets had helped me. Because they know what I'm bringing to the table. So I was getting blessings from them. See, God put people around you that you never think that He is. One time I'm gonna say one because I gotta find out what these brothers still want to do the MMA talk and everything. I gotta do quick, you know what I mean? It's gonna take time to find, link up and all that, hook it up. But anyway, I got in an altercation with this guy. I believe back in 2000. Matter of fact, it was 2019. Come think about it. So one of the guys, he came in, man, I have you up, man. You think, man, listen, man, I just, okay, no problem, 12 hours. And listen, man, I just lost my moms. I lost my younger brother. Brother, you don't want this destruction, yo. I ain't trying to put you in no, listen, man, this is not a good, I'm not playing with a full deck, dog. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Listen, whatever it is, I apologize. Yo, you want a sandwich or something? I'll buy you a sandwich. Look, man, I don't want no problems, bro. You a punk. No, I ain't no punk or nothing, but I'm walking away because I do not want to be in this evil system. And I don't want to put you in an evil system. But if I had to defend myself, it's what it is, what it is. So I have to pray to God, but what it is, what it is. So this guy came tap. Hey, what's up? What's up with this? Nah, don't do nothing. Nah, what's up, man? Yo, no, yo, well, no, you're not gonna talk to him this way. And this is the society had to throw him away. Nah, yo, you did like this, yo, you. No, look, you better walk, dog. I said, put it away. Off my strength. All right, man. Everything gonna be all right. Well, I'm gonna walk you home. All right, you can walk me home, no problem. Yeah, man, walk on, man. You already said. I said, walk on, man. You already said. I don't want no problem. Yeah, ain't gonna be no problems. And I told him, thank you so much. I said, don't even worry about that, man. You always used to have my back. Yeah, I have your back. I always said, nah, you always looked out. And he was telling me the things. I said, oh, I didn't know. So I put God first. So I gotta make sure you're all right. Anything you need, you let me know. Alright, yo, man, be safe out here, bro. I know, man. Well, I'll be all right. Make sure you're all right, though. I love you, bro. Man, I love you too, man. God. Because I wanted to walk in God's favor. And God has assembled people around me throughout my life to protect me so I can continue doing the service. It's not on TV. It's not in newspaper. I'm doing God's work. Sick at all. So when people doing things contrary what God's saying, nah, can't be around people like that. People is against the family, the men, the women, and all that. Nah, can't be around these people. No. And these are like, again, I'm repeating this one thing, few things, and I'll be out of here. And these are the ones that they want to talk about God. Nah, no, you're not. Man and man, women, and all. No. They don't want to change. No. Because they don't believe in families. Two women could raise a girl. Two men that sexually together could raise a man. Really? That's what we're talking about? No. Not engaged in that. Nope. No, I don't want to be around it. Nope. No. But they're the ones like us. They try to tell us what to do. No. Don't let it happen, y'all. No. Stand alone. And trust me, God will provide people around you to make sure that you're doing this well. Trust and believe. Will happen. On behalf of my channel, thank you so much to participate on my secondary channel, the #1 Grinda Real Talk. I want to thank y'all to take the time. I really appreciate that. And just understand that still got to fight. Do what's right. Stand up. Do what's right. And along the way, people don't want to do it. It's all right. Leave them alone. Because they was never meant for them to be around you anyway. And I want to thank you so much. Again, MMA, I might do MMA. It's going to be like between 7:05, 7:10, something like that. Watch out for it. I don't know yet, but I had to make some quick calls and everything. I'm supposed to be doing it, but if I am, but watch out for that. And also I did I did on my channel yesterday. I have an interview with the world bantamweight champion Calvin Seabrook. I want you to go check that out. And brother Bruce, who he would help me out, doing the interview too. So shout out to Bruce Goals of that. I want you to check that out. As y'all see on 12 Vials, she was in the chat not too long ago. I did a chop up with her at 9:35 last night. I want you to go check that out. And the ones that was in, came late, I want you to check this out. Inspirational, not just for me, but for y'all. And just understand that despite we imperfect, strive for righteousness. Excuse me. Very important. Anything about it come contrary to that, excuse me, can't be around them. No. Gotta understand that. Thank you. Hopefully you see me between 7:05, 7:10 in MMA talk. Just keep on striving, y'all. And y'all the best. Just remember that. No matter what people say about you, you strive to do God's way, you are the best. You're imperfect, and you have every right to do what's right. Brother Zero, thanks for coming. You have to catch on the rewind. Bruce goes. What's good? Just missing you. Just mentioning you. Everybody else, love y'all. Again, I might be back on to 7:05, 7:10 to the MMA talk. Gotta make some calls quick and everything. But thank y'all. Just remember, strive to be better. Got to be in God's favor. We got to strive to do it. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. This one is Ghost. Stay blessed.